Welcome back to the show. Well, if you know me well, you know I love the theatre. I always like to say it like that. I mean, that's something I grew up in. I was so glad that my parents found sort of that outlet for the incredible amount of energy I have. And I remember somebody once saying, you know, if you have that energy when you get older, people say, where did you get it when you get younger? When you're young, everyone sort of panics. And it's always great to try to find your kids, whether it's music or art or sports. And ITR Theatre is celebrating 50 years of community theatre, and here to tell us more about how they're celebrating, I'm joined by Judy Beltzner. How are you, Judy? Great to have you here.
Very well, thanks. Good to be here.
50 years, just incredible. And I don't think, you know, you could have done it without the community support. In particular, these last 3 years have been very difficult for the, you know, the theatre industry in general.
Absolutely.
Right, Judy?
Yeah, ITR has been blessed to have strong community support throughout its 50-year history. And as a matter of fact, we've got great volunteers, we've got great patrons, great sponsors, and an amazing audience that keeps coming back. Watched us do some online shows during the pandemic, and now they're coming back in person, which is wonderful. And
well, you're an assistant director and a cast member of the first production in your big 50-year celebratory year, and it's called Death by Dénouement by a wonderful playwright. Tell me a little bit about the playwright first.
Interesting. Well, her name is Mary Jane Matheny. We are very fortunate to have her as a member of our community. She lives in Manotick. She's an award-winning mystery writer of mystery books. She writes books and short stories and has won some Crime Writers of Canada awards, an Agatha for her short stories, a Derek Murdoch Award, and this is the second murder mystery that she has kindly agreed to write for us. And
so exciting,
yeah,
isn't
we're
it?
very, very fortunate.
I did Murder Mystery Dinner Theatre for 7 years, so when I see Murder Mystery, I get incredibly excited. So I know you can't give away too much because it is a murder mystery, but tell me a little bit about the storyline.
I will tell you a little bit about the storyline, and then later I've got a twist.
Okay.
Because there's no such thing as a murder mystery without a twist.
Of course.
So the storyline concerns a group of, surprisingly, community theatre players named Paget's Players in a small town. And they are putting on a show called The Corpse Takes a Bow.
Okay.
But things don't go smoothly. They never do. And I won't tell you too much about how it goes, and certainly not about how it ends. But as Mary Jane always says, trust no one.
Is that the twist?
No, that is not the twist.
Okay, tell me the twist here.
Well, the twist is actually in the fact that we started off thinking that we were going to offer 2 performances of this show. They sold out within a day.
Really?
So, that's right. So we're now working on getting a 3rd performance together. We think we've got it pretty well planned out and authorized. We're not quite selling tickets for it yet. I'll talk about ticket sales later.
Okay.
But we're pretty sure that we're going to have a 3rd performance of our 2-performance show.
Well, it seems like you can't have a murder mystery without making it dinner theater, or in this case, dinner and lunch theater. Tell me about the decision behind that and what people can expect.
Well, what they can expect is a terrific meal provided by Lawliker's Catering.
Okay.
It'll be the same meal whether it's dinner or lunch. There will be a main course of roasted chicken, potatoes, and vegetables after a salad starter. For people, the chicken will have a gluten-free gravy, in case people are concerned about that.
Nice.
There'll be a vegetarian option, a vegetarian pasta option for people who don't want the chicken, and some creme caramel and fresh fruit for dessert.
Very nice,
Yeah,
very nice. You're a
looking forward to
cast
that.
member. Can you tell me anything about your character?
I have an actually very tiny role. I used to do a lot more acting, but I'm getting too old for memorizing a lot of lines, so I said,
That's
give
not
me a little
true.
bitty part, little bitty one. What I should mention, though, is that in addition to this play, ITR is doing many other things for our 50th anniversary.
Right.
And so this is the first of a series of events that we're putting on. We're going to be having a show called The Way We Were, where we put on some of the audience's favorite scenes from plays from the past 5 decades. And then ITR has its usual spring performance coming up, and that is called The Play That Goes Wrong, and that's going to be hilarious.
And then you do have a fall production as well, right? Not sure what that particular production
not
is yet.
decided
Well,
yet.
we'll have you back.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
How does that sound? Tell me about getting, I mentioned off the top that theater was a big part of myself growing up, and I got so many benefits from it. I can't recommend it enough, even if you don't end up in the theater, right? Yeah. How did you get involved in community theater?
Oh, gosh. Well, I got involved in theater as a child in school productions and camp productions. took a hiatus for a number of years when I was raising my kids and building a career.
Right, right.
And then was fortunate to hear about ITR when I moved to the Manotick community many years ago. I no longer live there, but I'm still associated with the group and really love it. And what I found in my career, I did a number of things, including teaching people about teamwork. And I think for me, the ultimate teamwork is the relationship that exists between a cast of actors, the people behind the scenes, the front of house people. Everybody has to do their bit or it just doesn't succeed.
I couldn't agree more. And the fast friendships that are created as well,
Absolutely.
right, Judy? I mean, you must have met so many friends over the years.
Totally. And we stay friends whether we're in a production together or not.
So the two productions have sold out, right?
Yes.
As you said, March 3rd and 4th, and that's at the St. James United Church in Osgood.
Exactly.
Great venue for people to go to. So this third one, when would we find out?
Well, hopefully it will be formally announced by tomorrow, I would think.
Okay.
What we're doing is we're running a waiting list right now. If you're interested in tickets and want to get on the waiting list, you need to phone ITR Theatre. I've written down the number.
Okay.
It is 613-800-1165.
Okay.
Leave a message on the phone, or you can send an email to ticketinfo@itrtheatre.com.
Terrific.
We're not actually selling the tickets yet, but we hope to be able to by tomorrow. We need to get a minimum of 20 people. I think we're going to have that by the time this show is over.
I think you're probably right. It's probably reached 20 by now. Judy, thanks so much for joining
Thank
us.
you very
Really
much.
appreciate it. We'll be right back after this.